We're not getting defended because it's way out there.
Maybe they're like Mormon extremists.
My dad told me not to. My dad told me not to. Gravitational microlensing. Is this possible?
But Ortegas says racist stuff because she's angry.
Is this a vision for Pike, or is this he actually went into the scenario in the future? I think Pike is taking credit for Starfleet's logistics and factories.
We are on our own out here. How do you plan to fix our supply chain problems?
Under the proposed retrofit directive, every outpost will be equipped with state-of-the-art matter synthesizers.
They will also each receive a set of fully automated mining craft that can be operated remotely.
Commander, how does this sound?
Sounds like what I've been asking for the last 5 years.
Oh, you're welcome.
We are on our own.
Wait, what? What do you mean?
So, okay, Pike isn't like, well, I'm just the delivery driver. They told me to move the stuff from here to you. I'm handing it over. You need to take up those logistics problems for Starfleet. No, he's like, you're welcome. I got you.
You're welcome.
Supplies. I'm not just a truck driver. I'm responsible for all the machinery you got. That's me.
You're welcome. Yeah. It's like if you bought a television, you got it delivered through Amazon, and then you're like, oh, this is the television I've been waiting for a couple of weeks, and then the Amazon driver is like, you're welcome.
You're welcome.
I made that for you. You're like, you didn't make it for me. Like, yes, thank you for delivering it all to my home. You didn't make it. Like, thank you for the delivery. Yeah. Pike didn't make these replicators. He doesn't even pilot the ship. He just tells the ship go there.
Does he even have the power to change some of these like supply issues on the frontier here, or is he was a truck driver told to do it? Like, what is he talking about?
It's not like Pike listened to this outpost commander and was like, you need this? Okay, I'm going to requisition it for you. I'm going to make it. Hey, you get that thing over here. Like, hey, Fleet, give me this thing. Fleet tells Pike, bring this thing to this place. Pike says, okay, you got my ship. Yeah, I bring the ship.
I think the best Pike could do is relay hands-on intel back up the chain. Be like, they need supplies, they need this thing, they need that thing. Please do with that information as you will, Starfleet Command.
Like, I did a tour of all the outposts, and let me tell you, outpost number 7 is really hurting for this. They need priority. I think that's what he could do.
Right. So like weeks later, this guy has all these supply problems, and he's like, who do I talk to? Oh, call Pike on the phone. Get it figured out. Pike's like, why do you keep calling me?
Why you keep calling me?
You said you would take care of it.
All the outposts become super dependent on him.
Yeah, that's right. Then he is actually taking over logistics command.
Too much pressure. Not your job. This is a screenshot of the screen in this episode here, and this is the neutral zone between the Romulan Star Empire, and I guess this is what the Federation is.
Can you point out exactly where the neutral zone is here?
Yeah. So the blue is the Federation, the green is the Romulan Empire, and the neutral zone is this curvy slice here. Neutral zone. Yeah, so
Okay.
I don't know. Let's look at it, see what's on here.
So it is weird to me that the neutral zone sort of just peters out at the top there.
What do you mean?
That's weird.
Oh, on top here.
Yeah, like right there.
Why-
It's like, eh.
Right. So who owns this area is what you're saying.
Yeah. They could at least mark it as like unknown regions or, contested or something. They're just like, it kind of peters out.
I don't know. Just don't go there. I don't know. Don't worry about it.
Don't go there. If you happen to be over there, what are you going to do?
Maybe this is just as far as Science Station D5 can see. And so then nobody the humans haven't gone there. So then it's like not disputed. No, but if it's not disputed, then it's Romulan.
Well, if I'm the Romulans, I'm like the neutral zone, I'm going to declare it curving back that way.
It curves back this way over here. Like everything. In fact, actually, if I'm fully the Romulan Empire, I figure out what the Federation claims, and I could just claim, not that. Like just everything else is mine.
That's right.
Even stuff on the other side. Just Federation, you claim your space, and I get everything else.
What's also weird is there's only 2 stars in the Romulan Empire that are labeled. Do they not have outposts and bases that Starfleet's like, we don't know. We know 2 stars. That's it.
That is a good point. So there's Romulus or Romulus/Remus and Romy. And so if humans have not gone in here, how would they know what's in here? So this is like some type of fog of war type thing that I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
How do they?
But I mean, we have telescopes, though.
Yeah, that's a good point. So so you can use standard candles. So like I guess they're white dwarfs that have a known brightness, and so even from out here or Starbase 46, you could look over here into the star, the Romulan Empire, and you could figure out what distances are in there. You could figure out if a star is in this sector or if it's way out here somewhere. Yeah, so there really should be things mapped out.
I mean, but Star Trek doesn't need to use the standard candles, right? Because they could just warp to different locations and do triangulations.
You're saying that they could go to Starbase 46 and then go to Science Station D5 and then look at the same object, and then based off this distance, they can figure out it must be at this location.
Exactly.
Yeah, but how do you figure out the distance to a star without a standard candle?
Well, I guess if you know the you just need to know the distance to a couple of stars in there, and then you're good to go.
Okay, actually, yeah, you've convinced me. So you can do angle side angle. It's like this triangle theorem in geometry. Okay, you know where Starbase 46 is. You know where Science Station D5 is, and if you know that you're looking at the same star, you know this distance, and you know these angles. You got it. Angle side angle. Yeah.
So that'd be
that is the first time that information has become useful to me since like 20 years or whatever. Okay. Cool.
I mean, you may have used it without realizing it in physics, right?
Physics stuff. Okay, maybe.
Okay, yeah. But so there's okay. I hope that on this map there's a little checkbox. There's like a list of checkboxes, like show stars in Federation. That's checked.
Oh, they just turned them off.
Stars in, and they've turned it off on this Romulan Star Empire, just to declutter. I hope. I hope. Although
also now that I see this. Why is there a background of like a galaxy in the background?
So I think actually the amount of space that all of the stuff in the Federation, Romulans, Klingons, it actually is a tiny portion of the Milky Way. Okay. So I think that's the disk of the Milky Way.
Oh.
I think.
Gosh, but the Milky Way is pretty flat, right? Like compared to the width, we're very dinner plate. We're not spherical.
Yeah.
So this is like this would be the Z direction. So if we were on a frisbee, it's the Milky Way extends in and out of this picture here, and so the Romulans have this. How do I describe this?
I mean, okay, maybe we're looking along the dinner plate.
Exactly.
Plate. We're looking along. If we were looking perpendicular to the dinner plate, then we wouldn't see that background picture. It might just be like an artist's rendition of like, this is to orient you for the map you're looking at, not like actually accurate, maybe, because it's not relevant.
I need tactical awareness. I don't want artist rendition in my situational map.
So they should put like some kind of symbol for where the galaxy is.
Just black. Just nothing in the background.
So nothing in the background, but if you needed to know where the galaxy disk was, it should be like a dashed line across the picture.
Okay, that's a good point.
And that's just more precise.
Little
then if you needed to know the width of the galaxy, you could maybe put that on there.
What's
this red zone? What's that red zone?
This thing over here on the left? I don't know. It's not labeled. Or maybe it's not labeled here, but I can't read that.
And the boundary isn't some like normal boundary. It's just the squares are red.
I see what you're saying. You're saying it's not like a physical, like if you look at a map, you would see rivers or mountains that separate space. It's actual just square chunks.
I was thinking like if it was a Klingon border, it's like the Klingons pushed here, the Federation pushed here. So there's a border between where the last war ended. That instead it's like straight line.
It's arbitrary. Yeah.
It's just the danger zone.
Danger zone. I wonder if this is something like these sectors have not been explored very well. So it's like color code here. We don't really know what's going on there, but red box. Be careful. Blue boxes. Like we got colonies. We're set up. We're good.
So, and so some like Hyperia. Somebody went out there for some reason, way out there.
set up one single colony, but
We're not getting defended because it's way out there.
maybe they're like Mormon extremists. From Starship Troopers. No, I'm not just random again. From Starship Troopers.
No, I understand. Yeah,
Okay.
that's where they get to find the bugs. Maybe that's where the Gorn are from. The Mormon extremists encountered the Gorn out there.
Maybe.
Okay, that's crossover.
What else did I say was interesting? Memory Alpha. That's neat.
Yeah.
Okay. Sol, Earth. Yeah, we get this like big logo. Everywhere else just these little logos. Now, I get it for Starbase, but it also applies to Vulcan and Andoria. These are the founding members, right? Humans, Andoria, and Vulcan.
That's right. Shouldn't they have equal badass symbols for being founding members?
Politics.
Why has Earth got the big fatty Starfleet symbol circle
With the ring.
Yeah, with the Starfleet symbol, and Vulcan and Andoria are like dots.
They got big dots. They're just dots.
Right.
We're on the same scale as Teller.
Right. We're not supposed to have a center of the Federation. We're all in this together. Sol is like,
okay.
We're first among equals.
That's right. Hell yeah, Earth. That's why people don't trust humans, because we're all equals, but actually we're number one. Number one, baby.
Hey, you don't need to trust us. You just need to know we're number one. That's all you need.
All the Federation is focused, is centered. San Francisco.
That's right.
No, that's just Starfleet, right? It's not the whole Federation. It's Starfleet.
Well, according to this, something special about Sol, Earth.
Something special.
Something special.
Anything else we got here? Oh, also interesting. Check it out. These are the neutral zone outposts. Yeah, the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then they stop.
Why did they stop? Yeah, that's weird.
I guess. And then they're also not on this side. It just happens to have been. Okay, this makes sense. There happens. I'm going to make it make sense right now. These are planets, or I guess stars, and they're planets, and this is where Federation defended. And then for here, where there are not so many planets or stars, like you build bases. You build bases to make that your line.
Okay. So that makes sense. So the planets and stars that are labeled there on this, like the lower part of the neutral zone, they're monitoring the neutral zone, and then we had to deploy bases. The weird part is on the upper part. Why did they stop?
That's also weird.
Maybe there's ship. They're like, they don't have the infrastructure there, so they'll just send ships. So we got to have 20 ships on patrol in that area at all times until the infrastructure is built, or something.
Could be.
I don't want to.
But it's been 100 years. It's been 100 years, and they haven't set stuff up.
Oh yeah, get to work in there's Federation.
I guess maybe for the 100 years it's been pretty quiet, and so the Federation has been focused on wherever the Klingon War is. I don't know where Klingon War is here, but somewhere.
Resting on their laurels. Don't get deployed to Science Station D5.
Okay, but good question. Like, so on one hand, it would be you're very far away from support. On the other hand, you're on the frontier. So
That's true.
Could be doing some cool stuff, but also you're pretty far out there.
Pretty far.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think if there was a surprise attack, you're toast. Although, why would they surprise attack a science station? Just surprise attack somewhere else. I don't know. It's an interesting setup. I just hope we're missing a lot of information because the person in charge of the map has toggled a bunch of stuff off. And so
Yeah.
we can't see.
Because otherwise, too much information. Got to toggle some stuff off.
Yeah.
Here, this is the commander, captain. I'm not sure what the right title is. This of the outpost number. I think we're at 4 here. And the thing I noticed was his badge.
Oh yeah.
Just different shape.
So is he a member of Starfleet?
I think so, because he's wearing the command gold uniform, and here's the Starfleet symbol.
It's just
This is the command symbol.
I see. So is the vertical one, the vertical thing, is that
The normal?
for like the starships? And then there's other symbols for like logistics and for like outposts. I've never seen that before.
I don't know. I know that this is the command symbol, and we'll see that on Pike. Oh, hard to see. Definitely on Una.
Yeah.
Okay. And then for science, you get a circle something.
I see.
And then on
So-
top of that, there's like the overall shape.
Yeah. So I think that's the weird part is the overall shape is actually tilted, and it's
Oh, I didn't think about that. Yeah. Sideways. And then you also have these 5 balls with some
comets.
could be comets, and this is like the tail.
So just never seen this before. I wonder if there's multiple divisions. We just never seen it. Maybe something
Because like it's like the like medical shows, they're like, oh, focus on the doctors, and so we just always focus on like the starships, but the outpost people like kind of background, like whatever.
Yeah, I mean
Maybe
it'd be
these
like
are
analogous to Air Force, Navy, Army in our time would have different ranks and symbols, even though they're all under the military. Maybe it's like that.
I'd like to see Band of Brothers, but it's all about like the manufacturing back home. Thrilling movie. Like,
I mean,
important, absolutely important, but also like, the dramas in the war, like on the frontline stuff. Maybe these are outposts.
maybe.
Right. Maybe it's these things.
Maybe. But they're
I don't know.
I don't know. Because if they start building hundreds of these outposts, and those represent outposts, that badge is going to get cluttered.
Oh, it's gotta be symbolically. These are the first 5 or something. Like,
Yeah.
like this badge just goes down to his hip.
We won't forget about any of them.
Not one. This is the outpost commander's kid, son.
Yep.
Son. And I just don't understand why he's there at all.
How do you plan to fix our supply chain problems?
Under the proposed retrofit directive,
Well, you're welcome.
You know I'm working.
I just wanted to meet Captain Pike.
Apologies. Mott has always dreamt about joining Starfleet.
Mott al-Salah.
He has a model home. You're quite a hero.
Is it true you told him?
I think I need a moment.
I'm sorry, he just gets a little excited.
I'm just feeling a little under the weather. Number 1 and Spock can answer any further questions you have.
Bounce. Just leave.
Just leave. Get out of
How do
here.
you plan?
So Pike has this vision of the future, and so the kid Mott triggers that vision, and so he's panicking. He's like, "I'm going to die soon," right? Okay. What I'm objecting to is this is a meeting between Pike here and the commander of the outpost. They're doing some logistics talk about bringing supplies, and then the kid walks in. The kid walks in because the door's not locked, and the commander of the outpost is like, "I'm working right now. Like, what are you doing? Like, get out of here." Why did you bring your kid? Why did you bring your kid to this meeting at all, or to the ship at all? Like, shouldn't he be at school on the base?
Gosh, I mean, I guess he could come on the ship if you've prearranged a meeting between him and Pike. Like, my son would like to meet you. It's like, okay, well, let's meet at 2300 hours or whatever.
Very late, but okay. Yeah.
It's very late.
But
very
okay,
late.
whatever.
I mean,
Kids stay
there's
up
no,
late, yeah.
yeah, sure. But like to barge into an official command meeting, these are the top dogs, and the kid's just like, you know what? I'm coming in.
And this is, I'm coming. You can't stop me. And this is the ready room. This is just right off the bridge. That means he was on the bridge. Who is this kid? What are you doing on the bridge?
What are you doing? One of the command people needs to stand up and be like, please leave the room. We will talk to you later. And like,
We have a
Escort
designated
him.
play area in the brig.
yep.
Hang out there for us.
I mean,
Here's a
you gotta-
Nintendo Switch 2.
I mean, he does. If he wants to join Starfleet, he can't be barging in a command meeting. He's got to teach him a lesson.
Yeah, put it on his record immediately. Like, why were you rejected from Starfleet? I could barge in a meeting. Okay, but that being said, without the dad pulling strings and getting this kid on the Enterprise, even though he didn't really need to be there, then the kid can barge in the meeting. He got FaceTime. He got FaceTime with Pike, which otherwise Pike never would have met him. Right?
This is a lesson in breaking the rules. If you need to
right.
break the rules to network with powerful people, break the rules to network with powerful people. Because his
Fine.
dad was like, please don't come into the room, son. And he's like, Dad, I'm coming into the room because I want to meet Pike.
Oh, maybe this was planned. He's like, oh, yeah, don't come in the room, son. But like, it's like secretly like, yeah, you did it, kid. Like, we talked about this. We rehearsed it on the way in here. Like, shuttle ride. We rehearsed it. Like, good job, son. Proud of.
But it could
Proud-
almost be
proud
one
of
of
you.
those. It could almost be one of those where it's like the dad says, "Don't do it, don't do it."
Wink, wink,
But
wink.
then when the son does it, he's like, "Yes."
Yeah, it's like don't splash water on mom, but it's like go splash her. You know, it's super fun. It's summer. Go splash her like that.
What? Splash
you know-
water on mom? What?
Yeah, it's like summer playful time. It's hot outside. We're doing a barbecue. Like, don't splash water on your mom, but it's secretly like it's super fun. Like, do that next time. Pike is mom in this example.
He just comes and throws water on Pike's face.
He's like, I
My
did
dad
it, Dad.
told me not to. My dad told me not to.
Okay.
Okay.
So Pike and Spock talk. Now, this isn't Spock from our timeline. This is Pike in the alternate timeline, or the alternate potential future, as from the Klingon special rock. And listen to what he says. Listen to what he says about the Prime timeline.
I would posit that in this present, you were never injured in a training accident. Thus, you remained captain of the Enterprise, putting you in charge at a crucial moment in the ship's existence.
A moment where the whole future hangs in the balance.
All we can surmise is that in the prime future, some other captain of the Enterprise must have commanded it differently. I would posit that.
So what's the problem here? He's talking about the prime timeline.
Exactly. The problem here is that this is Spock existing in his timeline, in his sense of the world where he's been for his whole life. And then Pike comes in. And he's like, I'm actually not from this timeline. I'm from some other timeline. And Spock's like, that seems logical. In fact, your timeline's the prime timeline. Mine's the fake one. Like, whoa, dude. Like, you lived your whole life in your timeline, and you like in a 5-minute conversation, you're like, your reality is real, mine's not. Give up.
Gosh, it's
give
weird,
up on your
'cause
reality.
How is anyone going to know what the prime timeline is? Is there even a prime, or are they all sort of equal?
The prime timeline is the one that I experience, right? From Spock's perspective, should be he should have allegiance. He should have some incentive for his reality to be the real one.
That's right. The prime timeline should be defined as the timeline for you. That's my prime timeline.
At least from his perspective.
Yeah. So it's the prime is always relative to the person saying prime. Mm-hmm. There's no prime outside of a person's experience. That would always be another timeline.
I mean, gosh, okay. In Star Trek Voyager, they introduced the time police. Mm-hmm. Like, there's a section of Starfleet that's like, we maintain the time. And so they have a sense of what is the primary from their overarching perspective, right? But I have to believe that in each individual timeline, the people in that timeline are dedicated to that timeline. They have like a very strong incentive to not have that universe, that entire construction of their entire lives be deleted.
Mm-hmm. So somehow the time cops in Voyager and Enterprise are able to see some bigger picture and how there is some kind of prime timeline. But Spock and Kirk here don't have that perspective. So the idea of a prime timeline for them would be weird. And it is super weird that Spock is like, it's not mine. I'm not prime. You're prime. Like, what the?
You're prime. I'm okay being deleted. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
I mean, we see it. You and I see it because we go along the journey of Star Trek: Strange New Worlds following Pike. So to us, that's the prime timeline. Mm-hmm. What I just don't like is that Spock, Pike talks to him for like 5 minutes, and Spock's like, "Oh yeah, I guess my entire life has been a lie. That's all right." Whoa, dude.
Like, yeah, what?
Care about your life.
That's right. You could say my timeline and your timeline, not prime timeline and little bitch timeline.
No, bitch timeline.
Spock is at the science station. He proposes a way to detect cloaked ships, and he uses gravitational microlensing. Is this possible?
The ship in question appears to have a kind of cloaking device. By detecting the microlensing of background stars, we can determine an approximate location. They still have a detectable gravitational presence. The ship in question...
Okay, can you slow it down for me? Break it down.
So gravitational lensing, as far as I understand, is if we got a picture here. If the bottom left is Earth, and then in the middle, in that big glowing ball in the middle, is some huge galaxy.
Big.
And then the other picture, it's this disk. That's a whole bunch of galaxies really far away. So the light comes off these really, really far away galaxies, bends around the galaxy in the middle, and comes to Earth.
I see. So there's three objects in a line. There's the Earth, the galaxy that is in the background shooting light towards the Earth, and that light should be obstructed by this galaxy in the middle, the lensing galaxy. But instead, the light from this faraway galaxy gets curved around this intermediate galaxy, just like light in a lens.
Mm-hmm. And so this has been observed with telescopes. If we go to the left a little bit more, this is what it looks like. So like the top one is like the best example of like the light comes from the galaxy behind in all directions. The center bright dot is the galaxy that's doing the bending, and this like blue circle is the galaxy that's been warped by the lensing, and it shows up as a circle. Because
for this not to be a gravitational lensing event, this would be some type of stringy, almost circle like galaxy. That's unphysical. That doesn't make any sense.
Right. And then sometimes the lensing isn't perfect, and so you can get these like nodes, which is the lower picture, where it's like not a perfect ring. It's actually like bright spots. But it's the same idea. That's the center. It's doing the bending, and then the four bright spots are the galaxy behind.
If I remember, it's been a while. If I remember, you have to discount the possibility that this just happened to have been four galaxies lined up like this. But if you look at the signatures from these galaxies, they all have the same signature, which suggests not that they're four different ones, is that they're actually the same galaxy imaged four times.
Right. So I guess there's a whole bunch of scientific details that we're skipping over just to determine that it's truly lensing and not actually an object out there.
But if I can say one more thing here, so the light is coming from the faraway galaxy. It's taking this white path. It gets bent around the lensing galaxy, and from Earth's perspective, we see it as if it's coming from this orange path. That's so that you see an image of a galaxy there, a second image galaxy there, and in a really good, really lined up scenario, you get almost a ring.
Yeah. So Spock is proposing that instead of using a whole galaxy to bend light, we're going to use the tiny, tiny, tiny mass of the ship, the cloaked ship, to do the lensing for us, and he's going to bend the light of the background stars.
Oh boy.
So this gravity is super weak, so weak. And you got this tiny, tiny, tiny ship. I mean, it is tiny in comparison to stars and galaxies. And so the light's going to come in from faraway stars and bend ever so slightly around the ship. I mean, the sensitivity of these sensors to detect that kind of bending. I mean, it's probably smaller than the size of an atom. It's probably such a tiny amount of bending due to the lensing effect. Like, wow.
We need a couple things here. One is that you need the mass of a galaxy to bend the space-time, really curve this light. The second thing is you need propagation distance. You need distance for this light to travel. Like if you were way up in here, do you have enough distance for that light to bend, or is it like it's past you don't even see it?
Right. So you have these tiny deflection angles, and those tiny deflection angles need a huge amount of distance to create differences in propagation. So, gosh, we have huge galaxies and huge distances when we detect gravity lensing on Earth. And he's proposing to do it on a intrasolar system scale with a tiny, tiny ship.
A tiny little baby ship.
The Federation sensors are off the charts.
Okay. But he says microlensing. He says microlensing. So
it's like
that's right.
It's like hella femto lensing, because
it's some scientific. It's some SI prefix that I don't know if it exists.
Yeah, because it would be so exceptionally tiny.
Doesn't exist in our timeline.
Right. Gosh. We should. It'd be interesting to run some numbers for this, just to see how tiny the numbers actually are. But just my intuition is saying this is unbelievable.
Right. So maybe we can do the exercise of what would we need to know. We would need to know the mass of the Romulan ship. We would need to know how far it is.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's it.
Well, I guess for the detector itself, you would have a background. Oh, I have a background of stars.
Hey.
Look at that. I have background of stars, and I put a ship in between, and I have light coming off, and it's going to bend.
Yep.
And all I need to see is, as the ship moves, it slowly warps the background of stars. This is the warping.
Yep. A little crab in space.
Mm-hmm. But if we wanted to estimate what that warping would be, we need to know the mass and the distances, I think.
Okay. Wait. But I think you figure out the distance by the angular, the curviness. You just need to know the mass, but we don't know the mass of the Romulan ship.
Right. So as a detector, you don't know the mass or anything, but if you're looking for that warping as the ship goes by, then you can say, oh, it's a ship. Follow the warp. But if you did know the mass of the ship and you did know the distances, you could estimate what the warping would be. So you know what to look for. I think there's sort of two parts to that. You know what I'm saying?
I think so. I think so. So
but
maybe in principle this works, but the sensitivity of the equipment on the Enterprise must be incredible.
Maybe this is something we can dive deeper in on the Science Channel. Maybe.
Good. Okay, good. So this is James T. Kirk, now on the USS Enterprise after the ferry gets destroyed. And he's portrayed as this hothead, but Ortegas says racist stuff because she's angry.
We're not going to get out of this problem by not talking about it.
I'd like to hear what Mr. Spock has to say for himself.
The similarities between Vulcans and Romulans came as a surprise to me.
It does seem suspicious that we should discover it right now.
What are you suggesting?
Oh, it's no secret that the Vulcans and the humans are in alliance. Perhaps the Romulans allowed us to see that transmission in hopes that it would sow discord among us.
Even if we ignore the pointy-eared elephant in the room, we have another problem to worry about.
We're not going to get out of this problem.
Right? You heard it too, right? Okay. First thing. Kirk is portrayed as this hothead, but then here he says something that was very clever. Like maybe this is subterfuge. The fact that when we saw into the Romulan ship and we saw that they looked like Vulcans, maybe that's on purpose. In fact, I mean, he doesn't say this, but they could be actors. They could be makeup, and they could have ear stuff on.
Ooh, yeah, it's true.
Right? That would be some very clever, sneaky Romulan stuff. Some subterfuge for undermining the Federation. Very thoughtful, very very level-headed. What I don't like is that Ortegas then says this pointy-eared thing. Why you gotta say that?
Because it's just straight speciest, racist.
Just right. Okay. Now it feels, I don't know, kind of. It doesn't feel that bad because there are no actual Vulcans, right? Like it's an insult that we don't feel because one, we're not Vulcans, and also like Vulcans don't exist. But it was racist, right?
It is, because she's taking a physical characteristic that somebody cannot control, sees a similar physical characteristic in somebody she doesn't like, and says, "Explain yourself."
Explain yourself. We're not talking about the slanty-eyed problem in the room. Like, oh my god.
Oh my god.
Messed up.
Jeez.
Right?
I mean, yeah, the principle is the same.
Ugh.
It's wild.
I don't feel good. I did it about myself. I didn't like even saying it. Let's talk about this round-eyed problem. Like, whoa, what are you doing?
Whoa.
Yeah, weird.
Yeah,
weird conversation.
Like that's not okay. Like just because Ortegas doesn't feel it, doesn't mean she's. It's just they need to. Starfleet needs to do like ethics lessons about why this is not okay. Because she slipped through the cracks. How did she graduate? What is going on?
Right. Actually, now that I think about this, both Pike and Kirk should have been like, "Hey, Ortegas, not appropriate. What are you doing?" Like, Spock is a part of our team. He's a part of the Federation. You don't say those things to him.
Right. It's actually like, "Hey, Ortegas, stand up, leave this meeting immediately.
Right.
Come back when you want to discuss things, or we'll see you next time. See you tomorrow." Or something.
I mean, what if Ortega had said some black stuff to these people in the room? Like, oh, geez, not cool, right?
Not
Get
cool.
out.
Yeah, it's the same thing. Yeah, it's not cool. You got leave.
Relieved of
talk to you
duty.
later.
We'll get the counselor to come talk to you. File
That's
an
right.
HR report.
She leaves the room. But counselor better not be Vulcan. It's like, oh, you need to revisit your commission.
Pointy
What-
ears. Yo.
yo.
Not cool.
Dang.
Not cool.
Yeah, Ortegas is way in the wrong here. In the same meeting, I think Mbenga's view on war is correct. Let's watch.
Isn't that an act of war?
I hate to say it, Doc, but they started it.
This isn't a schoolyard. Billions of lives are at stake here.
Which is why I want to hear everyone's opinion.
Isn't
Wait, can you explain what is Ortega's position and then why is Mbenga's better?
So I think Ortegas' position has some validity to it, which is that the Romulans started this confrontation.
They
But
attack
that
the
is-
outpost. Okay, yeah.
That's right. But it's not, we're not in the playground where it's like, he punched me first and now I want to punch him back and we're going to start this brawl. Like, the stakes were pretty low there. If you're using the same logic, in my opinion, as the Schoolyard to start wars that could affect millions, billions of people, like, we need to take a step back and see if this is actually what we want to do.
Ooh, that's
Can't
a
just
point.
be using... Yeah, go ahead.
Like sometimes the right thing to do is to take it on the chin and I mean you shouldn't just let people bully you,
Right.
but also an eye for an eye is not necessarily the right thing. What is the expression? An eye for an eye leaves everyone blind.
Yep.
Like they attacked our outbase, our station. Like let's go mess them up. Like that's just escalation.
Right. There's even weird things like it was a rebel group within the Romulans. They were told not to attack, and they did it anyway. And then we lash out at the whole Romulan Empire, and then they're forced to respond. And so we started a war when it was a rebel group that Romulans wanted to not deal with anyway. So it's
Okay, then let's not have our counterattack. Like let's make our own rebel group, and that we say don't do it, but actually we're saying yes, do it. Like, this is just an eye for an eye stuff.
right. So we maybe need to take a step back and not just lash out.
Right. Yeah. So in the feeling of justice, in what's right, we are defending ourselves. We have the right to defend our star bases. Therefore, we have the right to attack you. But what if the cost of a star base is 100 lives, but we're going to launch ourselves into a war and lost millions or billions of lives? Maybe that's not the right move.
Right. So it doesn't mean don't defend yourself, I think. It doesn't mean don't take action. It doesn't mean be a pushover. But it does mean Schoolyard logic it shouldn't work here. We should elevate ourselves and make proper decisions.
Right. It's just because we're hot and enraged, we still should prioritize what is beneficial. Okay, I got an example. So if someone cuts you off in traffic, not cool. Like there's rules here. We all follow the rules so that everyone's safe. And if you're cutting me off in traffic, you're causing problems. Does that mean I should counter you? Should I cut you off?
Run them off the road.
Run them off the road. What is it called when they should I pit maneuver you, make you run off the road and run into the barrier? You flip over and die. Well, you started it, so therefore I was justified. Like, yeah, they started it, but was it worth it to total your car too? Like,
yeah,
no.
Take a step back, dial down the energy, and just go on your merry way, and just don't worry about it.
At least think about it.
Right.
Make the calculation. Maybe it is worth it. I don't know. Maybe it is worth it. But think about it.
There's probably a couple scenarios that are really rare in life where running them off the road is the right move, but it's probably pretty drastic.
Think about it.
You gotta think it through. Think it through.
It's not 100% every time, but think about it.
Think about it. Gosh, why didn't the Enterprise throw some zigs and zags in here when they got attacked? Didn't understand.
Firing their plasma weapon.
Brace for impact.
Well, that's a slow missile.
Whoa! Like
firing their plasma.
Why? What happened?
Plenty of time to do any type of evasive maneuver, and they did zero evasive maneuvers.
Zero. Because if you look at the impact point, it's like on the left pylon, the starboard or the port pylon.
Boink. Yep.
So,
right there.
Which means they had to just move probably just a little bit.
They could have done a little barrel roll. Yeah.
Yeah, not if they couldn't change their straight line trajectory, just do a barrel roll and it could go right by.
Right there.
What happened?
Ortegas, too angry, too angry, too racist, thinking about problems outside of combat. Focus on the combat. Dodge this. What happened here?
Right.
This
There's
is
not
your
even like
fault.
an automated system of like stuff's coming at us. Let's move out of the way as best we can or something.
Like, warning, impact, warning. Like none of that.
Yeah, it's. Gosh, can we watch it again? It just seems like such a long time
Ready.
from
go.
release
Firing the plasma
to
weapon.
impact.
Brace for
There we go.
impact.
There we go. There we go. Move. Nope.
Firing.
Like brace for impact, and Ortega's just thinking like, Romulans, I hate you. Your ears are so
I hate
pointy. Yeah, that was like pretty much elves. I hate elves too. It's like, yo, like pilot,
Yo.
stop thinking about D&D. Go pilot the ship right now. Everyone's lives in your hands. Well, because of pointy elves' ears. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what she's thinking. She's clearly not thinking about piloting.
Clearly not.
Bam, right there. You got
Bam.
one ship. You got one ship for 2 crews. You're out here in space. No one to help you. Ship needs to survive. Priority number 1. Ship survives.
Right. Interesting. That needs to be a serious debrief and like get some automated maneuver systems attached, put on board the Enterprise for scenarios like this, because they should not have been hit.
Where are the shields? Are shields even up?
Do they have shields at this point in time in Star Trek?
Oh,
In the
good point.
Federation?
I don't know.
I don't know. There's some point where they develop them. I don't know if they have them.
They definitely have it by TNG, but maybe not by TOS, and
Yeah, I'm
maybe
not sure.
not here. I don't remember.
I think they have shields in the original series, but okay. I don't know when the tech comes out, but either way, I'm confused about this tactical situation here.
Right. You may not have time to do a bank turn.
Mm-hmm.
Certainly roll.
Yeah, do
Looks
something
close enough. Like you could have dodged it, maybe.
And it's really the ample time where it's like I'm talking like 1,000, 2. I'm getting like Mississippi's in here.
Can you count it down for us? Ready?
Yeah, ready.
Firing the plasma weapon.
One Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi. We're almost getting to 4 Mississippis.
The whole time here, Ortegas is just herder off camera, not thinking. Herder.
Yeah. Yeah, do something.
Although
Jeez.
maybe they're all focused on the Farragut, which is like actively dying right now.
Oh,
that's got to be terrifying. Watching your
that's some serious tunnel vision.
yeah.
Damn.
Maybe they're looking at a comet. That's beautiful. That's interesting.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
Bright star. Yeah, pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
It's not this thing.
Yep. This was interesting. There are Romulans, like this guy, who doesn't like violence and war. But ultimately, violence wins in Romulan culture.
This is Federation weakness.
We're engaged in a ceasefire, Sub-Commander. We have 2 hours.
We should commit all hands to weapons repair.
Okay.
I, too, tire of endless war.
That's the Romulan fleet.
Why is the fleet here? I did not call for them.
I alerted them of our situation, Commander.
That commander should not have allowed himself to be caught.
Praetor, what is this?
This is a culling, Captain.
Get him.
Get him. Weak. Wait, so what are you saying about violence wins? What do you...
Yeah. So there could be cultures where there's lots and lots of nice, peaceful people.
Okay.
But if the overall culture doesn't reward that behavior, violence wins. So this is a huge miscalculation by Pike, thinking, "Oh, I've connected with this person," but actually you've just killed this person.
That's right. Oh, that's right.
He says, "I'm tired of war." There's the guy talks back. His crew talks back, and then the crew insubordinately orders the fleet to join them. And then once it's clear that this guy doesn't want violence, he's deemed as weak and then killed. Like, holy crap.
That's right.
So there's an aspect of like individuals who don't like violence, but there's also an aspect of like the wider culture. So you got to have the wider culture. You got to read that too. Otherwise, the Romulan culture, violence always wins.
That's right. It's like saying, "Oh, but this culture isn't violence. There was this nice grandma that cooked me a meal on a Sunday evening." But like, yes, but her sons killed your family. And everyone around them was like, "Yay, good job!" Like, it can't be like, "Hey, look, that one grandma. Therefore, the society's good." Like, no.
Right.
No. The society overall rewards violence. The Romulans like it.
Right. So I can't if I have a society, I can't be like, look at all these nice people. Look, they helped you. They cooked for you. Therefore, it's a non-violent society. It's like, wait a second. Here's an example of a Romulan who wants war to end, and the wider culture makes sure war does not end.
Right. He wants war to end. They end him.
They end him.
So violence wins.
At the end of the day, though, if Starfleet were super powerful, this guy might actually win. Because they're like, we need to back off. Starfleet is way too powerful. They would mop the floor with us. So if you want to be peaceful, be powerful.
That's right. Right? I think that's right. So Starfleet can go around saying, like, we should be friends, but only if they have a large enough stick that everyone's like, okay, yes, sir.
Yep. I believe this idea is called deterrence. Yeah. So established deterrence, which Starfleet has not. So we're in trouble.
Just need a military up.
Let's get gunned up.
Gunned up. Pew, pew, pew. Fire phasers.
Actually, kinda. I mean, kinda. And at the end, Kirk, he does a debrief of Pike's, I don't know, tactical decisions in the battle. But I'm not sure his conclusions are correct. Let's see.
Did it ever occur to you that sometimes you can't avoid a fight? If you had just chased that Romulan ship from the get-go and taken it out, maybe none of this would have happened. Did it ever?
Okay.
To me, it's just too general. Like, has it ever occurred to you that you got to do battle? Like, yes, Pike has been in battles before. What are you talking about?
Who the F are you? Who are you, James T. Kirk? Be like, do you ever think about not being a coward? Like, Pike gets in fights all the time. Like, when he has to, but he does it.
Right. So he's not afraid of battle. He just tries to avoid it where possible. It's not a terrible way to do command.
It's like some type of lecturing that is very specific to this scenario, but also very broad coming from Kirk.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the right lecturing for this scenario. Like, why did he do that?
Why did he do that? And then he's like, did you think, like, if you chased down that Romulan ship, we could have avoided this situation? I mean, maybe, but I'm not seeing that, like, that's a guarantee that if you chased him down, that would stop the scenario that happened. Which, by the way, the scenario that happened isn't that bad. So, like, I'm confused. Does Kirk, he's like questioning Pike, but he's saying like general principles. You broke general principles of like you should be aggressive, but also he's not really calling out this specific scenario. Like what decision did Pike make that was wrong? Like
I don't know, and I don't think a speculative hypothesis is the right thing to do, because he could also say, did you ever think about if doing a scuttling the Enterprise would have fixed it? Like, you can speculate anything.
Right. And it's guesswork. And if you had chased him down, Pike could immediately say, well, if I chased him down, I could have started a war.
Started full war, yeah.
We don't have like a science of predicting that at all.
Right.
So how are we going to determine which one was better? I guess we have to look at multiple timelines. They don't have access to this here.
That's right. And it's like, it's a weird scenario because this is not actually Kirk. This is the Klingon monk's artifact giving Pike a vision of what Kirk would have said to him. So it's like it's like the from the future. It's the Klingon monks having known what Kirk's personality is like. They're projecting that into Pike's mind, and he's lecturing him.
Wait. Okay, I misunderstood. Is this a vision for Pike, or is this he actually went into the scenario in the future? Because I thought he went into the scenario in the future. You're saying it's a vision.
I don't know if there's a difference. If there's a vision of an alternate future, or you're actually in an alternate future, like what is the difference? I guess if you actually died, then it's different.
I think so. I guess
if you're actually transported to an alternate universe and you die, then you're dead. Right?
That's right. But I mean, I guess one is a vision that's only in your head, versus you actually go to the timeline,
right?
And play and live it. I guess functionally there is actually no difference, because they're gonna pull him back out of the timeline anyway.
Exactly. So provided that you live, there's no difference.
There's no difference. So this actually maybe I'm okay with it now. This is actually the monks, the Klingon monks who have this like time crystal perspective, giving him a perspective that he needed. And it's not actually what Kirk would have said in that moment.
Because ultimately their goal is for Pike to live your normal life. Like live your, don't play it cautious. Don't do this. Because Pike has this vision of these kids that he saves. And he's like, well, if I don't save them, maybe I won't die. But the Klingon monks are saying, no, you have to try to save them, even though you're going to die, because the consequences of you not dying is that you would be captain of the ship, and then you're going to cause a Romulan Federation war to start.
Right.
And so Kirk here is lecturing Pike, but it's actually the Klingon monks telling this vision of Kirk what to say to Pike, given that they know what Kirk's personality is.
I think that's right. I think that's right. That makes sense to me.
It's the only way that makes sense.
The Klingon monks. They got some powerful monks. Goddamn.
Klingon monks. Kapla. I guess the opposite of that. Today's a bad day to die.
It's a good day to have never existed in this timeline.
There's got to be a Klingon phrase for that.
Maybe they do. And I think that is it for season 1 entirely.
You next time for what we do next time.
What we do next time.